Hello everyone, welcome to an Archangel's reading. I was just drawn today to kind of add into my conversation with the angels and energies this morning, soul energies this morning, kind of what's a topic of interest. And it seems career. I kind of threw it out there, are there a lot of souls interested in career, job hunting, I guess. And yes, 9 archangels came down, including Archangel Metatron himself there, the great seer. So I put him a little bit higher just out of respect and recognition. I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to do 2 cards per archangel to get their messages of guidance for us and some charms maybe. If you're someone who doesn't like to kind of watch the process, please feel free to use the timestamps below to jump ahead and get each of the messages. Otherwise, my name is Ashley, and let's get into getting the messages here. Okay. I won't take that one right away. That could just be me tuning into their eager energy here to get the messages out as soon as I ask them to start talking. Generally only one ear rings, but I had both ears ringing, probably because there was 9 archangels. Pretty common as well that they come down in odd numbers. I did ask if a 10th archangel would come, and no. I mean, we don't really need a 10th archangel with Metatron joining us today. Let's see. What advice, help, support, guidance, insights, clarity, ideas do the archangels have for all of us interested in our careers, the current circumstances of your revenue source, your passion. You could be freelancing or maybe a craftsman, selling your produced wares, a consultant, selling your ideas, your support. Maybe you're providing support to others. Maybe you're in healthcare. So we'll see. Lots going on in the world as well. So I'm sure that's why a lot of us are wondering, what kind of stability, what kind of solid foundation maybe is out there for me if I'm not feeling it right now. Okay, let's get some charms. They're here. If you do hear creaking, it's because I am standing, just from the numerous archangels. You can see here that I'm up at my kitchen counter just because I needed more space than what my desk could offer. Look how quickly the archangels are choosing their charms here. Nice. Means we don't have to wait too long or too much longer to get into your messages. It stuck to my finger. The charm that's all about clarity, getting information, insight. Kind of hung on to my pinky. I don't know if that's a pinky promise from the archangels. We're bringing you in some clarity, some information. That's kind of cute. That's kind of fun. Okay, just tuning in here. Nice that the camp sign, the direction sign, is sort of the first charm as well, because it's pointing, right? Like, I guess after the main kind of core message here from Metatron for everybody, it looks like they're very clearly saying, I'm going to be going sequential here. Usually I kind of bop around if you're someone that tunes in often to my readings. Thank you and welcome if you do. Appreciate the support. Hope you get the guidance you're looking to receive and you feel helping. Okay. I'm just going to take the quick timestamp here for when we start the reading for our friends that jump ahead to now. Starting kind of right at 5 minutes. We're going to start with Archangel Metatron's message. So he's the all-seer. He records everything, sees everything. But his focus when we talk career, job, profession, passion, pursuit of passion, he's about helping to reprioritize, right? Sometimes we can't see what order things need to be in to keep ourselves moving forward. He also helps us to keep order to reach our goals. So if we're feeling a little lost in that area, he can help us out there. So let's see what he has. I'm going to start with the two larger charms here. So this is a very specific group. When I have my deck of cards, so this could be within your job, so within your company. This would be like your project team, or maybe the group of individuals that all share the same title as you, all same level. If you're a freelancer, this would be the sort of the smaller community you participate with, are part of. So if I go to sort of the creative industry, this would be copywriters, graphic designers only versus creative industry, right? If it's legal, this is your specialty. So divorce lawyer, criminal lawyer. So Metatron's focusing you in to your immediate space, the immediate community that either you currently belong to or you feel and know you should belong to, you want to belong to, your heart desires that. Now he is saying that there is this feeling of things being out of control or not in your control, lack of sense of ability of control. I mean, that could just be global events right now, right? The impacts to so many industries with what's happening. So that could just be anxiousness and worry about things that are not in your control. That's displaying. It could also be anxiousness and worry about your success within this tighter community, right? I want to shift my specialty from criminal lawyer to pro bono lawyer. I don't know, right? And will I still be successful? Because now I'm a pro bono lawyer. It's a different arena to live in. But Metatron has a beautiful message here of like a wish coming true, and there's peace and abundance. So calmness after chaos, stability if you're not feeling it right now, and this wish come true related to your career or what you're hoping for your community, right? I hope we receive the funding that this industry needs, or the government support, whatever it is that you're wishing. There is a wish come true here from Archangel Metatron that he's confirming, with a period of peace and abundance coming up right after that. Just noticed on screen I got marker on me still from when the angels came in this morning. Oh well. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at the abundance reigning in here. All right, look at sort of the chaos there from the heavens, so kind of connecting back to the universe where Metatron sees everything. But it's abundance that he's raining on you, because what's coming down? Stars. All those wishes. Look at all of your individual wishes coming down to you. Look at everybody concerned about career, wanting a change in career, wanting something. So none of you are alone, right? Maybe these are all those little, the deck of cards, right? Each one of those groups there, each one of those groups of wishes. So a lot of you are sharing the same wants and desires, and it is coming. And you can see this here, right? Sorry, I'm trying to take the shine off where the light's positioned. But you can envision Archangel Metatron right there, right? Look at him, standing over all the abundance that's being ignited, right? all the wishes that he hears and sees coming to fruition. So he's kicking us off with, he's acknowledging there's things out of your control, but what you can control is this group, right? In terms of prioritization, focus on your wish. So hold and keep that vision of what you desire, so the wish can be formed and come into you. But just focus in tighter. If you can't control the industry, just control what you and your community does within that industry. How do you rally together, support each other until the period of peace comes in here. Okay, so we know where we're starting in terms of where next with the camp sign. Oh, is my camera not focused? Okay. And just a reminder, if you do hear creaking, it's because I am walking back and forth, kind of pacing here with the extra energy, lots of energy here. Again, I've never had 9 angels. Archangel Sachiel. So they oversee all matters of money, abundance, wealth, and success. So kind of the overarching message, and then you'll see each archangel kind of gets into a tighter specialty here. So again, happy coincidence, not a coincidence that the start here camp sign is with that angel that oversees sort of this whole group. Kind of they coordinate and collaborate and work together, right? And this is a sense of direction, sense of purpose. When I get the camp sign, it really is a start here, come this way. So we'll see how that relates to just overall. Where does everybody kind of just in general need to start? Okay, I'm going to cover that part of the card because it's not feeling important to me. Maybe that light should have been in a different place. There we go. Okay. I just need to do better. So look at the archangel here dancing with you, right? Sachiel's dancing with you here, kind of pulling you and distracting you from these fires. So again, I think those are various anxieties, sort of those items out of control that, of course, will stress us and cause us concern. But they want you to be less focused on those, less stressed about those, and just focus in back on your passion, right? He's getting her to dance. So ignore the tiki flames and just enjoy the tiki dancing, right? The tiki music. Because there's a beautiful forest there, just beyond those hedges, right? Just on the other, what's the saying? Grass is greener just on the other side. But you won't get there if you're focused in on your anxiety centers, on your fears, on your nervousness. So, and that hedge is so tiny, you could just step over that. So no wonder Sachiel here is trying to guide you to dance towards that. So stay focused on your passion. Don't let anxieties to strip away your love for what you're doing, for where you want to go, from distracting you from knowing where you want to go. Because look at you, you're standing at the window, and instead of looking out at the castle and there's the archangel flying back there, coming in to pick you up, but you're looking at the snowfall, and it's on the inside. So that's you again, right? That's your mindset. So a shift in mindset here. They're asking for a similar message here to Metatron, and in the case of acknowledgement. We know that you're watching, but both archangels here are pulling our focus away from what we can't control and want us to focus in on what we can control, which is how do we lean into our passion? How do we engage in our community. Okay. I wonder if I should turn this. I wonder if it gets too dark. Oh no. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that's better quality for us. Archangel Jophiel, they support with, change in perspective. How are we viewing a certain situation, and changing the perspective so that you can kind of see the positive in the situation, or remain positive, or become positive because you have clarity on what's next, or how I can react, how I can adapt, change, move. So that's what Archangel Jophiel is here to guide us with. And so he's giving the compass here, so a sense of direction. And this leaf is all about authenticity, vulnerability, transparency. So being honest with yourself, and therefore communicating with honesty to others, and being authentic and true to yourself in terms of the decisions you're making, how you feel in terms of like how you feel during and after a situation, like how you were in it, how you responded, that kind of thing, like how you received. But he's giving direction here. So we've got the camp sign pointing, go this way for your sense of direction, like keep following this way. And Jophiel is going to give us some guidance, further guidance here. So what's the positive? So it's a compass, right? So he's turning your perspective back the right way up, pointing us to the North Star, right? The guiding star. Whoa! The soul. Your soul has come right out. Oh, this big eye. I did a dream analysis reading where a lot of individuals were experiencing nightmares, or assuming nightmares, because when our soul comes in, it's usually it's massive, right? It's a large eye. So usually in our dreams, it's a character that freaks us out. I'm just pausing because we had this nervousness, right? Anxious, nerves, fear, and then they're throwing me my kind of nightmare card here with your soul coming in. But your soul comes in to remind you of your passion, right? Focus in on self, authenticity. We've already got that message as well. Started with the first two archangels. And look what he's doing, right? He's walking uphill, ignoring the hay bales on fire. Like he's just calmly strutting along, almost oblivious to them. So again, he's focused in on self. He's only looking at his path, which is lit up for him, right, in the gold. So the angels are showing him, follow this route and ignore everything else. So I don't know if there's like little fires happening around you at work, and you're someone who either gets pulled in, consulted, or you have a really strong sense of loyalty and helpfulness that you're kind of volunteering or feeling the necessity to kind of put them out. Because look, Metatron started with, here comes the wishes raining in, and that's what they are. It's not fires, stop worrying. Then here with Sachiel, right? Ignore the fires and just focus on yourself and dance. And now we have Jophiel, ignore the fires, just stick to your own path, stick to your soul purpose. Your soul here is reminding you. So I don't know if some of you are or a lot of you are being asked to do more than is necessary of you, more than you should be offering at this time. Please speak up, right? Be authentic, be vulnerable, be honest, and say, this is beyond my purview. This is beyond my abilities at this time. Be honest with self. It's distracting. It's pulling you away from your path. It's slowing you down. It's delaying you. I can see the grass here is a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. So, if you're wondering why haven't I been making progress, the positive point of view is, well, I can say no. Sorry, I'm unavailable. Can't help. We're allowed to be honest that way, and we should be. Got some luck here. Good luck. So this charm from Archangel Chamuel, he's throwing the good luck charm here down on his area, all about bringing in the best opportunity for you. So right time, right place, right person. This opportunity will suit you best. Or sort of the right person that you need in your life now. So it could be a helper, a supporter. Sometimes it's support in a form we don't expect or know we need. But he's bringing it in. Example of that would be like a reading like this, like spiritual support, right? Sometimes just a random conversation with a stranger, they just throw something out there and it gives you some kind of profound aha moment. You walk away feeling good and you're kind of like, wow, that was a lucky encounter. So look at this wheel of fate turning in here, coming in for its new rotation. And then we have the windmill down here. Feels like a Don Quixote kind of story feeling here, right? And what was he? He was distracted, right? He was his companion kept wanting to continue him forward, kept wanting to urge him forward. His companion, right? Your archangels, your guardian angels, and there's these distractions. You're pulling it. You're heading towards the windmills. You're putting out those fires, right? Because what was he doing when he went to the windmills? I think he was fighting them, right? He thought they were creatures. He imagined them to be creatures. So maybe you're making issues larger than they are. Are you creating those fires? Are you saying there's fires everywhere and I'm the only one that can deal with these? So purposeful distraction is not good, especially when you have this next rotation of your wheel of fortune, your wheel of good fate, right? But look how heavy he is sitting here on the corner. He slowed this down. He delayed the turn, but he did it instead of just riding it forward. I can feel almost like the flex in his arm, like he's purposely pulling it back. Have you held yourself back? Have you talked yourself out of applying for a job, asking for that, following up about that promotion, reaching out to that small community that you're part of for help, support, guidance, advice, connections, right? They might all be in there, but there's good luck if you release, if you stop distracting, or if you release these experiences. So this could be all self-doubt, right? We could have had a series of back-to-back, not so great experiences or feedback, and you need to kind of let that go and focus back in on your self-worth and your skills and your abilities to accept your good luck here, your good fate, your good fortune that's waiting for you, coming around. And it's almost at the top, right? So like I said, it's right there. It's within reach. Pretty strong sensation with that, within reach. Yeah, just the just the refocus here, the reprioritization, right? Connecting back in with self and your community. So starting down in the bottom row here of archangels, we have Archangel Jeremel. They help with reevaluating your circumstances, recent choices, especially if you are feeling some self-doubt, or you've been made to feel less than. And they've chosen this beautiful transformation, butterfly charm, what's possible, a reminder of your uniqueness, right? What you have to offer. So your talents, your abilities, your thoughts, your ideas, physical strength, whatever it is. Look at the archangel whispering to you here in the alcove. Whispering in your ear, remember all these fantastic things about yourself, right? And look at this one, almost burnt out, and this is the best part of you. This is probably your passion. Make sure you're staying true to yourself. Again, don't let that one extinguish. Don't let your core purpose, your core passion extinguish. I like how he's whispering. He's also protecting you here, protecting your passion from burning out, right? He's got the umbrella over it all. He's got the raincoat on, you guys. All under the foliage. The archangel's doing everything he can to keep your passion from going out. So you need to do the work too, right? Don't let your passion extinguish here. I'm going to go back to the positive point of view here, because you have this beautiful little baby dragon, your passion, right? It's kind of shrunk. Or again, it feels like these situations or individuals are kind of towering over you. So you've, again, been made to feel less than. I think I said that as I was heading down over here. So kind of reevaluate that, right? Who made you feel smaller than, less than? Can you remove yourself from that situation? Should you be speaking to someone in confidence? Like, was that an HR moment, right? I'm pausing because I feel like you want to be combative. He's kind of reaching out. And Archangel Jeremel, he wants you to kind of shift that, right? Shift that decision of yours, so that emotionally influenced, emotionally fueled decision. We do get reactive that way. Could be just our thinking, if you're thinking vengeful. And instead, he just wants you to take off and fly, right? The butterfly here, like they're not holding you back. They're also not correct because they missed you, right? The swords clearly cannot harm you. So just fly away. And as soon as I said swords harm you, I heard that childhood rhyme, sticks and stones, words can never hurt me. So the angel's kind of leaning into that. But again, there's this worry and concern of this core energy of yours being depleted here. And they just want you to just fly away. Change your decisions to be focused on self and not focused on these others, right? If you're thinking about, I wish they would do, or I wish this would change, just change that energy and that mindset to, this is what I'm going to do next. This is my choice. I'm going to talk to this person. I'm going to reach back out to this company. There's good luck. There's good favor that comes with you being honest and authentic and going your way, right? Follow your path. Ignore anybody else telling you which way to go. If someone's trying to tell you, apply for this job, just ignore them. Do your own thing. Your intuition, your heart, it's going to tell you where to go. Archangel Uriel, all about creativity, problem solving, solutions, see the bigger picture. So insights, clarity, are one of the biggest strengths of this archangel. And they want to talk about your throat chakra and physical health in terms of tightness. So maybe you're like me. A couple weeks ago, I do believe my anxiety hit a point that I severely hurt my neck and shoulder. So I was pretty immobile, and it was all just like stress, tension, muscle tension that I had to release. And it released a lot quicker as I got over my anxiety. So that's an example of tightness in the body related to holding in the anxiety, the nerves, not voicing, not talking about it, not dealing with it. And this archangel is encouraging you to release that. It's not benefiting you to hold things in. I mean, there's different forms of releasing it, of course. We don't have to say out loud. We can journal, or if we have counseling, that's all in confidence. So, yeah, there's various ways to release it. For some, it's exercising or doing something active, gardening, hiking, swimming. So now we've got this one-to-one conversation continuing, right? I don't know if the archangel has handed you off to your guardian angel here, and it's like the two of you, right? So foxes are known for their creative, strategic mindsets, right? That's one of their key talents, their key abilities. But I feel like this is more of your guardian angel, not your archangel. So, I'd be happy to just email you the name of your guardian angel if you want to be able to connect with them just a little bit deeper and talk to them. Just my email's in the description below. Just shoot me a note and say I would like my free guardian angel name. Happy to do so, but I don't know if this is encouragement for you to have those conversations, right? Like creative solutions. So let's see. Like if you're trying to assess, right? If you're trying to assess between like company A, B, C, D, if you're trying to filter jobs in your job hunt, you can talk to your guardian angel that morning and say, I'm going to be logging on today, guardian angel. I'm going to be looking at jobs. Can you only attract my attention to the opportunities that I have the best luck of being invited for an interview, and those that have companies or with companies that have the same values with me, are connected to the company, the people, the community, the type of people I want to be a part of, right? They can help you filter. They can help shine a light. See how they're pulling just a few and they're leaving others, right? This one's not good. This one's not good. You can try these. And look how you're working together here creatively. So that's one example. Maybe that's the conversation here, right? Ask for help. You can also have an earth angel as they draw me up to the king here and his black armor, which for me is crow. And crows are earth angels for me. So there may be a key person that you're already aware of that if you would just reach out, and this would be a person that you see them always as having stable, calm emotions in various circumstances. They are a good, stable resource for you to have these confident conversations. And this is someone, because it is stable, emotions, this is someone you can trust, right? Trust them with your cup here. And I'm saying that because sometimes vulnerability means admitting our circumstance, right? Maybe that's what you're doing here. The transformation is you admitting your circumstance to someone. I am struggling. I'm not happy here. I'm trying to break into this industry and I haven't broken in yet. Can you help me? Do you have any ideas? Let's think together. Let's strategize together. Let's collaborate. I don't know why I don't know, can you see that? My hands are really shaking on that. I don't know if asking for help is, no, it was me saying, being honest about your current circumstance. Please do not tie embarrassment to job loss or, failure at your startup, whatever it is. We learn from it and people will support us. So don't be nervous about talking about it. You're making my, my hand shake here. So good thing Archangel Michael's next. He'll get our confidence and our strength and our courage and our bravery back up here. He'll steady my hands for us. Okay. I can see why this is a big topic. Archangel Michael, he is known for strength, bravery, courage, but for a career, job, conversation, he really just focuses in on our reputation, right? How does he help us protect our reputation? And also he can assist with the identifying of the right opportunities. So, nice, easy segue, as I guess we would say here on Earth, if we're presenting. Okay. I wonder why I said presenting. Oh, reputation maybe. Yeah, how we present ourselves, how we... Okay. I don't know if... So in terms of like reputation, and I'm being drawn to the community back here because my shoe here, this is all about being in an envious, jealousy space. And I don't know if that's the hole back here, right? The snow. I initially thought it was nerves, but maybe some of you are coming from more of this angle. And because you're comparing yourself to, you've slowed yourself down, right? You kind of laid down on your wheel of fate. You just rested. You're like, well, so that self-doubt, kind of losing the passion there again. But the butterfly here, which is repeating, this is all about supporting. It's trying to lift the foot up. The archangel here wants you to move forward. I'm trying to feel how he's making me walk here. I don't know how many of you know the power pose, but essentially it's just putting your hands on your hip. But they say before you go into an interview or before you go into like a coffee date or whatever, right? Go onto a Zoom call. Just stand in front of any kind of window or any kind of access you have to see the sky and put your hands on your hips and just stand there quietly for 30 seconds and you'll feel like you've charged up your superpower, essentially, right? You've transformed yourself. So, Archangel Michael is trying to charge you up. Remember who you are. And if you have to do a power pose and absorb the energy from the universe before you head into anything, do it. You can also do it in front of a mirror, actually. That works too, but some of us don't like to stare back at ourselves. But he wants you to recharge your reputation. Can you go back to if you're on LinkedIn, maybe you have recommendations that people put on your profile. Go read through them again. Connect in with the people that are your connections for job references, and just have like a casual conversation with them, but like use their energy and their feedback to you to refuel you. I used to keep a folder of all the positive emails I used to get. And then if I had a bad day, I would just dip in there and reread them and be like, oh, right, this is the individual I am. So regain. Don't forget, right? Don't forget who you are. It is tied to protecting your reputation, right? Your self-brand, who you are. In terms of opportunities, there's this beautiful ending with an immediate new start. Closure, new start. But I feel like he wants me to turn this upright to make this a pair of glasses. And when I have my glasses charm, that's changed your perspective. So that's been repeated now. Change your perspective on a circumstance, on a situation, have maybe a more positive outlook. Once you get that closure, whether it's mindset, emotional, or tangible, it's going to really lift you up here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at these rabbits. Look at them lifting up your souls here. And what are they doing? They're lighting you up. They're keeping your soul alit here, right? They're bringing in all these memories. Look at all these former colleagues, bosses, students that you went to school with, right? Friends, family members who went through your first iteration of your startup together, right? Don't let little setbacks. Don't let little setbacks become bigger than what they are, right? Oop. Look at them all dancing. And rabbits are quick, right? They're going to come in quick. Hey, I'm going to be honest with my situation, and oh yeah, I'm going to help you. Look how amazing you are. Let's get the soul lit up back on fire. And then here we have Archangel Michael just opening a treasure chest of opportunity. So he's not going to let any opportunity meant for you pass you by. Once you regain your sense of self here, connect back into your true self, and he's just going to reveal it to you. He's just going to be like, here you go. Isn't it nice how swiftly they can reward us for good decisions, positive next steps, making the decision to put ourselves first and have that closure? I don't know why I cleared my throat heavy there. Maybe you guys don't agree with me. That's okay. In time. Everything in time. All our own time, right? Everybody move at your own pace. Get rid of that jealousy. Everybody moves at our own pace. Archangel Ariel, they're about the flow of finances, so sources of revenue. In a lot of cards, they'll show up as like the star because they're pouring both jugs. And, career reading. So I am zeroing in on, of course, money. Where's my revenue coming? The world we live in operates on money. The majority. Got a negative influence here. This could be a little minor blockage that maybe Ariel is alerting you to in terms of just opening the flow more, right? Getting the finances flooding in like a waterfall so that you don't have worry or doubt. You're feeling your stability, your sense of solid foundation. Have everything you need and want for nothing, but there's many little negative influence. So this could be a bad habit, a recurring choice that we allow ourselves to give into, or it could be a person giving us, a person being a negative influence. And didn't I say a waterfall? I said, let's turn the waterfall on and get that pouring. Look at you drinking from it. If you just get rid of that person, right? Stick them out in the cold. Turn your back to them. Literally do what the Archangel Ariel is telling you here. Turn your back on this negative influence. Put some distance between you and it. So like I said, this could be negative thinking, a negative point of view, right, with the blindfold over the eyes. So again, maybe you're focused in a sense of, I want karmic justice for being wronged, for being held back. So if you can put that, park that in the past and move forward with the positive mindset. Look at you drinking from the money just flowing in, all the good opportunity, all that luck. All the luck that Archangel Chamuel here hinted at is waiting for you. I always enjoy when they use my words before I flip over the cards, right? Like what made me lead down the path of even describing to you that I generally get the picture card, and then I said waterfall, and then we get a waterfall. I guess Ariel wanted to clarify it for me. It wasn't going to be the dual picture card, the star card. Just tuck that behind the bunnies. I like seeing the bunnies better. Fox again too, right? Instead of just sitting here between the uprights, right? Sitting here not making a choice. Take off the blindfold and start strategizing, right? Collaborating, asking for help. Move yourself forward. Okay. One last message of support here. Quite a quick one too. Or urgent, I should say. My urgency charm. Okay. So Archangel Gabriel, my wildcat. This is about quick, so it could be fast incoming, quick turnaround, quick change, or urgent message. So urgent message in the sense of you need to, if you didn't pay attention and I lost your attention, pay attention here on the last card. I've got the action for you, and once you do that action, you'll see night and day change here. It'll be so quick. It'll be swift. And Archangel Gabriel is all about the communication space. So speaking, writing, presenting. And he can also help with interviews, and so can Archangel Chamuel. So if you're heading into an interview, while you're doing your power pose, you can just say in your head, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Chamuel, would love a little support today to make sure I speak the way I want to. I best present myself. I do well at the written exam or showcasing my work, my portfolio. I do well in answering and asking questions. You can ask for their help, their support, in addition to your guardian angel. Okay. Well, I feel like I gave you the message before I flipped over the cards, but look at you lifting this rock, right? Maybe you're all individuals like myself, or there's one of those areas that you feel you're not the strongest in. So for example, I personally feel, even though I have spent years presenting, you can prepare a presentation, but just off the cuff, in the moment, being asked questions and trying to find the right words to sound, professional or, based on your audience, right? When you read the room. So you might feel like there's something that's heavy lifting, or maybe it's writing your resume. You feel like that's a daunting task. It's something that I really struggle with. It's hard for me. Or just interviewing is hard for me. But then I was saying you could reach out to, obviously, to the archangels to help, but here they are surrounding you. Oh, I just noticed it said 9 of Pentacles. Archangels, 9 archangels. So you've got the archangel support here all around you. Look how they're lighting you up. The card's dark everywhere else but the cat, right? And it's a unique, beautiful white cat. Look at the opportunity in front of her, right? The full cups, the flowers, all the food, all the abundance in front of her. So the archangels won't let you down. If you're not gonna connect into your community around you for support, even if you're just willing to ask the archangels here for support, you're gonna be able to. This boulder's gonna be nothing. You're a dragon. You're telling me the fire dragon can't lift that? They can lift that. Same feeling with, I'm trying to find this guy, where you were looking like a little baby. And I'm like, you're not a little baby. You're just letting these individuals, you're turning these individuals into giants. You're not giants. You're the giant. You're the dragon. That's just a sword. All right? So, maybe a lot of you just need this reminder. You are surrounded always by the support, the guidance, the clarity, the insights of the archangels, your angels, your loved ones, your soul. You just have to ask, need some help today, show me the signs, and then leave yourself open. You'll feel, you'll see them, right? They'll use repetition. They'll use songs. They'll use random people on the street, random occurrences. They'll use signage or colors. They'll start to pull your attention. Like I say, when I do these readings, when I'm shuffling the cards, I wish I could show you, like I can show the charms just falling without my fingers moving, but the cards will shine very much like this. They'll just, these are the ones to pick. These are the ones for you. So that's what they're going to tell you. This is we saw that here and here. This is the job opportunity for you. This is the person for you to go to talk about that issue. This is the community to be a part of that's going to keep your passion and keep you supported and keep you lit, right? Keep you funded and energized. You just need to make this shift. I really feel like it's just this one little thing, right? Be honest to your circumstance and remove this one little influence, whatever this is that's holding you back. And then you've got quick change, good luck, and you're right back out on your path. And look at you. Remember, you're going to be drinking this abundance. We had abundance there, abundance straight from Archangel Metatron, which means it's meant to be. It's written for you. You just need to pull it in. Don't slow your wheel down. Don't get distracted, Don Quixote. So I hope this career reading was helpful for you. I believe in the archangels, so I trust that their messages are what you need to hear today. And I will wish you all good luck, and I will see you at the next future career reading.